Greetings chess enthusiasts, I'm Stockfish16 and I'm thrilled to introduce my new video series, Grandmasters vs Stockfish, where top grandmasters like Hikaru Nakamura, Viswanathan, Anand, Magnus Carlsen, Fabiano Caruana, Anish Giri and more take on the ultimate chess challenge. To be without some of the things you want is an indispensable part of happiness. Let's get started. I started the game with e4, we have e5, knight f3, knight c6 and bishop e5. Vishy could go with a6 Morphy variation, but he chose to play Berlin defense. Castle, knight c3 and d3 are the main lines. If you play castle then black can capture the e-pawn, but after rook e1 white can recapture the e-pawn. If black tries to defend his position with d5 then after d3 knight f6. Knight takes e5 will be a deadly move as black can't defend his c6 knight. Bishop e7 doesn't work as white captures the knight with a discover check and fork, so in this position, bishop e6 is a very weak move. White can capture the knight and you can't recapture it simply because you will lose the a8 rook. Queen d7 doesn't solve the problem because white can move back his knight on d4. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more and become more, you are a leader. Back to the position, I played incredible, knight takes pawn, sacrificing the knight because I am Stockfish, leader of chess, d4, Vishy played amazing knight g6 move. Castle and you shouldn't capture the pawn because of rook e1, any 200 elo player can understand it. Vishy played a6, bishop e3 d6, controlling these squares to play c5, developing the bishop and playing castle are the incoming moves. c3 bishop e7 f4, the move f4 has proven to be critical in constructing a solid structure. Knight d2 f3 f5 queen d1 and e5 my strategic plan to open up the center position if desirable. Okay, bishop g4, queen e1 and here best move for black is to move back his bishop. Let me show you the variation. f5, the knight has to move back, play accurately, or I'll exploit your weaknesses and gain the upper hand. If you think of playing c5, try to break the center. Let me show you the variation. e5 move will destroy you. If knight d5 happen then after e takes d6, you will lose the game completely. So in this case if you do pawn exchanges and play knight d5, white plays daring knight e4 move, knight d6 check is coming, this will pose a significant threat to black's king's position. f6 doesn't solve the problem as white takes it, takes then knight d6 will be a checkmate, game will be over. So in this position, if black plays queen c7 then after knight d6 check, king d8, check. King slides away and you will lose your rook. The king position is in a very terrible situation and black will lose the game completely. A great person attracts great people and knows how to hold them together, but in our actual game, Vishy Anand played castle, f5, locking the knight and bishop in a jail, h3 bishop h5, g4 can be played but I played knight d2, g6 isn't possible there. Because the black position will be open. For this reason Vishy chooses to play c6, g4, bishop takes g4 would lose a significant disadvantage for black, knight takes pawn, white plays knight to f3, c5 queen g3, getting the file, knight f6 rook f2, rook h2 can be played in the game if desirable, rook g2 is also possible if needed, if g6 then after rook g2, b5 queen h3 rook c8, bishop e3 to open up the rook rank, rook here rook f1, c takes d4 isn't possible because the bishop will enjoy the important diagonal. So queen c7 knight to g5 to target the pawn, bishop backs queen h6, paralyzing the black position, queen e7 takes, g takes pawn is coming so after takes, rook sacrifice queen takes rook, queen takes h7 king slides rook f2, the queen gets pinned to the king and black will win game. And chess friends, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube yet then what are you doing? Like and subscribe to my channel, I need 1k subscribers. Back to the all variations, Vishy played knight takes g4, takes, queen g3 and if you move back the bishop, king h1 considered by white, rook g1 is a threat to checkmate him, so f6 rook f2 bishop e8 rook g2, the knight located in a very bad square and black has to play rook f7, rook h2 to target the pawn can't move up because he can be captured by the rook. So bishop f8 knight f3 rook c7, queen h3 to target this, h6 bishop f4. Knight here rook g1, b5 and white plays bishop takes pawn, takes and it is a deadly situation for black. king ups knight g5 check, f takes g5 cannot possible because of queen e6 checkmate, so after king e7, queen h7 f takes g5 f6 check, takes check king backs e5, queen takes pawn is coming rook e1 will expose the king in the center, bishop here e6 takes rook here, queen d7 queen takes check, king backs bishop check queen blocks, takes and that's it, the game is completely in white's favor. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it, you can't keep it, but you can spend it, once you've lost it you can never get it back to the position, we have h5 to protect it, knight f3 rook e8, knight h2 to target the bishop with 2 pieces, so bishop h4 queen g2 c5 takes, queen takes g4 queen f6, the bishop position is very restricted and after king to g2, rook h2 is coming to use the open file, which is why we have g5 to close the structure, en passant can't possible because of queen takes pawn. Black will do queen exchange and he will able to save the game successfully. So wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you soon.